Celebrate Earth Day, it's important to note that it's not just us as humans leaving a carbon footprint, but our beloved pets. They're also responsible for a carbon paw print. Ruh-roh. Well, we want to reduce that paw print. So I want to bring in a great friend of the show, Dr. Ruth McPeet, a veterinarian and author of Lizette the Vet. Dr. McPeet, thanks as always, for joining us. Obviously, our pets love the earth. They love smelling grass, and we got to protect it. So what are we doing wrong, and what can we do better?
Well, the first thing we have to talk about is waste, because anyone that's ever had a pet knows they produce a lot of waste. Unfortunately, more than 10 million tons of waste from pets ends up in landfills every year. So we really want to cut that waste down and reduce how much ends up in landfills. The best way to do that, if you have a cat, is to switch from using a clay litter, which is strip mine and bad for the earth, and 2 million tons of clay litter ends up in landfills every year, to a biodegradable, sustainable litter, something like OcoCat that's plant-based. It's made from reclaimed wood, doesn't have chemicals or dyes, and the entire bag is made of recycled paper. So very, very eco-friendly.
What about our dogs, right? Inevitably, you take your dog for a walk or you're at the dog park and you've got to pick up after your dog, right? And a lot of times we just take that and it goes right in the trash. What are our options there?
Well, great question. The best thing you can do for dogs is, instead of using plastic bags, you want to switch to using biodegradable, compostable bags. 3-Poo-1 makes a bag that is biodegradable, made of plant materials. Again, it can go in your compost. And one thing that's really cool about them is they're the first ever bag that's color coded. So they actually tell you when you're running low. They go from green, yellow to red, so you'll never run out of a bag and therefore not pollute the earth with your dog's poop. So really, really cool product, and it's new. The other thing you can do for dogs is, obviously you can set up a in-ground septic system in your house if you're so inclined and you have the space. There's a lot of different products like that that you can get online that help you do that, so you're, again, composting their waste in your yard.
So you mentioned this, and I'd heard it, that leaving like our dog's poo is not good for the earth because of, is it because of what they eat?
It's not good because they can have parasites, and that gets into the runoff, the water. So really, really important that we're not leaving waste around. Again, it's not good for people. It's not good for the environment. And so we want to make sure we're picking up. The other thing is, obviously, we want to make sure we're buying eco-friendly products. And that's as easy as making sure you're looking for products that are made from recycled plastic. Sometimes they're taking plastic out of the ocean and turning them into toys, or sustainable materials like wool and hemp. These can be used to make toys. They can make beds. This is a wool cat bed. You can even find bowls that are made of bamboo and other sustainable products.
I want to ask about our pets' diet. We talk a lot about how humans maybe switching more to a plant-based diet is better. Is that same for our pets? And what kind of food should we be buying for our pets to make it more environmentally friendly?
There are a number of insect-based foods available now for pets, mostly in the dog department. So you can find crickets and different treats and foods that are made of insects, which again are better for the environment, but they still have that protein source. With cats, it's really, really important that we're not looking at vegetarian diets, because they are obligate carnivores, so they do have to have meat. I always recommend, if you're switching diets or you're thinking about a different diet, always talk to your veterinarian first to make sure it's appropriate for your pet.
What else are we missing? Anything? Pets' clothes? What else is a big source of waste?
Well, another thing that I recommend people do is buy in bulk. That helps lower emissions and fuels. It cuts down on packaging as well. So whenever you can, buy food or other products in bulk. The other thing that I want to mention is pet overpopulation. Obviously, that's contributing as well. And so we want to make sure that you're spaying and neutering your pets, and that you think about adopting a pet from a local rescue or shelter. You can also help those shelters out by donating old newspapers or towels or sheets for pets, or even toys that your pet maybe didn't like that are gently used. Think about recycling those by donating them to a shelter or local animal rescue.
That's a great point. And as always, Jet looks great. He's such a cool dude.
He's so chill.
He's so chill.
Thank you.
How is he not like trying? Like, if it was my dog, they'd be like crawling up on your head.
No, well
Let me
behaved.
go.
He's camera friendly, as
He
they say.
is.
Dr. Ruth McPeak, veterinarian. Always great to have her on the show.
All right.